she had to do. Come and sing with me, round the heart that I wear on my sleeve. To break a habit that's hard to beat. Whoa, she's learning all heartbreak. Yeah, she never tell. I'm gonna be there in the middle of the sea. Oh, I'm calling you, but you're so far away. I'm calling you every single day. I'm calling you, I'm calling. She had to do. Come and sing with me, round the heart that I wear on my sleeve. To break a habit that's hard to beat. Whoa, she's learning all heartbreak. Yeah, she never tell. I'm gonna be there in the middle of the sea. Oh, I'm calling you, but you're so far away. I'm calling you every single day. I'm calling you, I'm calling.
Hey!
Hello! That time of the week again. You caught me. I was on my phone.
Oh dear. Oh, and Phoenix is there already. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Linda, Alan,
Hi,
Dee,
Katie,
Martin, Harry. Yeah.
Hello.
Wow,
Oh.
everyone. Thank you, everyone.
It's our Sunday afternoon regulars and some lovely new guests too.
Yeah.
How have we been this week?
Yeah, pretty good this week.
Right,
Yeah.
Same
We had a
old.
good day yesterday, didn't we? We had a little conflab.
We did. That was
Yes,
rather nice,
down
that,
to
wasn't it?
yeah.
Right.
We got a little bit done in between it all. I will send a note.
96.8% chat. But the rest
Well,
of
that's how things come about, isn't it? You know, you have to get the inspiration first, and then. But for the people at home, we've got a project on the go, haven't we? Donna's been doing most of the work, though.
Oh, it's a collective thing, definitely. Yeah, we've been sending files back and forth and working on something for everybody, for ourselves as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's been a great project to work with different people and
It's
share
been lovely.
ideas and, you know, make suggestions, change things up. It's been really fab. And the end result, I'm really liking.
Yeah. About 11 o'clock last night.
Oh, we'll do that. We'll crank that up.
Yeah, it's sounding really good. So we're looking forward to sharing it with everybody, but not quite yet. I'm not sure when, but
Tease them for a bit longer.
yeah.
So for our regular viewers, you'll know we have a special guest, and this week it's the lovely The Rising, who'll be joining us midway through today's show. We're really, really looking forward to that.
Just been chatting to them backstage.
We have, absolutely. And Donna has broken out her emergency piano.
Emergency piano? Have you got another piano? Or?
This is the one that goes on the road with me because it's super, super light, and it's just it's a keyboard really. It's not hammer action or anything like that, but it's easy to throw in and out of hotels. That's the main thing.
What you want, isn't it? The least effort possible when you're carrying gear.
Absolutely. I'm a firm believer in, if you're on the road with a piece of kit, you either have to have it super duper light in a light case and it won't get damaged, or you have to have a super duper heheavyweight flight case.
Mm-hmm.
There's no in between.
You can't lift it.
Yeah. I don't like flight cases. Nothing of mine is in a flight case. I just that's really bad, isn't it?
I have a bit of a flight case fetish, I think.
Oh, do you?
It goes on with your luggage.
Well, I spent many years in the back of a van with a rock and roll band, and you know it doesn't survive very long if you don't put it in a flight case. So
yeah, true.
That was
it's
the way
different, I think, when you're throwing it in the back of your own car and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, if you throw it, that's probably not the best. Wouldn't recommend that.
Oh, dear. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Melville. Hi, Tony. Lovely to see you all. So, Sarah, this was your theme, I think, this week, was it not?
It was, yeah.
And you left the screen this week.
Oh.
So yeah, I've had trouble with it actually, thinking of songs. So I thought of the theme, but I didn't really think of it from my point of view. That I thought of heroes and villains because there's lots of obviously songs about all those things. So yeah, it felt quite simple, but I've had trouble myself. So, but it's not my turn first this week, even though I'm in this corner because I went first last week.
Oh, okay. I think we should start with the
You
piano.
guys. Yeah, I vote Tennyson Twin. You go first.
We go first. Oh, all righty then. We'll go first.
It's you.
Oh, we'll start a new chord, top right first. Okay, what should we start with? Do
I
you
don't
want to do the
know.
cover, or do you want
I
to
don't
do
know, you
our own
decide,
song?
'cause
I think we'll do the cover first.
Cool.
I'm
Yes,
not
yeah.
very good at either of them, so you know.
Yeah. So this cover we've played exactly twice, once last night and once this morning. This morning.
Well, we
So
did do it about 18 months ago,
yes,
but not the whole song. We only did bits of it for collaboration, didn't we?
yeah. So there is a bit of a backstory here. It's actually a song I first came across when it first came out back in the late 90s, I think. It's a song by the Dixie Chicks, and they were one of the bands that got me back into country music when they were first around. And this particular song, I think it's off the Home album, if memory serves. I didn't look that up. I should have done.
It is.
It is. Oh, thank you. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? So the heroes and villains things, this jumped out as the right song immediately. It's a song called Traveling Soldier, which a lot of people take to heart and play. I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful story in a great sort of classic country style. But it also has special meaning because our good friend James Vince has gone through a really tough week this week with family bereavement. And this is something he got us involved in very early in us being on the country scene, doing a charity single for a local music charity he does a lot of work for. So we recorded this with a bunch of other wonderful musicians like Amy Westerney and Emma Moore, Isabella Krulstock, and a whole bunch of brilliant, brilliant people. So this is Traveling Soldier. Oh, best do a capo though, otherwise we're all gonna sound like Bernard Manning.
Maybe you can say reverb.
Yeah.
Going back to our conversation last week. Today's past 18. He was waiting for the bus in his army green. Sat down in a booth in a cafe there. Gave his order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gave him a smile. And he said, would you mind sitting down for a while and talking to me? I'm feeling a little low. She said, I'm off in an hour and I know where we can go. So they went down and they sat on the pier. Said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care. I got no one to send a letter to. Would you mind if I sent one back here to you? I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, the soldier's coming home. So the letters came from an army camp in California, then Vietnam. And he told her of his heart, it might be love, and of all the things he was so scared of. He said, when it's getting kind of rough over here, I think of that day sitting down at the pier, and I close my eyes and see your pretty smile. Don't worry, but I won't be able to write for a while. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young, him they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, the soldier's coming home. One Friday night at a football game, the Lord's Prayer said and the anthem sang. A man said, folks, would you bow your head for a listed local Vietnam dead?
That's beautiful.
Oh God.
I don't think I knew that was a Dixie Chick song. Actually, I didn't
Oh,
realize
really?
it was. I'm not familiar with a lot of their stuff. So, yeah, but I did hear that version that you did with the others. I'd heard it online. So, yeah, that's a beautiful song. It's just so powerful, isn't it?
It is a great lyrical song, that, and I think it really does. I think if that was in their early days, particularly, one of the reasons that they shot to fame is just that so many of their lyrics are just perfect. Things like that one, like Goodbye Earl, and things like that.
Oh, that one is brilliant. I absolutely love that one.
So funny.
It's absolutely classic. And they also did a really, really wonderful version of Fleetwood Mac song. Can't remember the name of it now. Christine McVie did it.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. But
Yeah.
the funny thing was that their big comeback, and I didn't like that new song at all, personally. That new song they came out with very, very recently. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be their big comeback.
Gaslight, I think it was.
Gaslight.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. I didn't.
No, I did listen to it. I thought it was all right. But after all this time away, you kind of do build up somewhat of an expectation, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't really remember it, which is probably not a good sign, is it?
Yeah.
No, I think they shelved the release of it in the end.
Oh.
There was a promo video, and I think I'm right in saying they shelved the release of it, or shelved the release of an album. I can't remember, one of the two, as lockdown happened, for that reason. So I don't know, but there are certainly a band I've always wanted to see live and never had the chance. So
Yeah,
definitely
bucket list.
Yeah.
Well, I was lucky enough to see them live. I never thought I'd get to see them, and it was when they toured in the UK and around the world. It was maybe 5 years ago, something like that. And I took my mum to the Manchester Arena, and my mum knows all the stuff because whenever she's on the road with me and stuff, doing solo gigs, she's my gig buddy. So she knows all the stuff I listen to by heart. And she just sat there watching them, like, I'm like, "You okay, Mum?" She's like, "It's really good."
Oh, bless her.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a couple of the concert DVDs of that they've done, and particularly the one they did for Home is just superb. And then there was one, I don't know where it was filmed, but they had all white mic stands and instruments. Everything was white, the whole gig.
Oh, really?
And talk about tight. I mean, really, properly, seriously tight. Amazing musicians.
Absolutely. Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Oh, Linda says, I thought I was alone in that opinion about Gaslighter. I wanted to love it as the lyrics are good.
Yeah, I didn't even get the lyrics. I just thought they didn't really get the Gaslighter thing. I thought, because I've been in a relationship like that, and I didn't really think it was reflective of that phrase, Gaslighter. But anyway, it's their take on it, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I can only say I heard it once. So maybe it was a grower and I just didn't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, over to you, Donna. I think you're next in the circle today.
Delighted to see this keyboard in action.
I know.
Good old Roland VR09. So I thought I'd go for the villain side of it a little bit now, and base it on sort of a film theme, a witch, the Wicked Witch. And it was done originally by Elton John, but I also heard a fantastic version by Sarah Bareilles. I don't know if you've come across her. She's incredible.
Yes,
great.
So this is my interpretation of Yellow Brick Road, of Sarah Bareilles' version. Here we go. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? I should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. Didn't sign up for this. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This girl's too young to be singing the blues. brick road where the dogs of society howl. You can't blame me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to howling old owl in the wood. I'm hunting a honey black toad. Now I finally decide where my future lies, beyond the yellow brick road. What do you think you do then? I bet you shoot down your pain. It'll take you a couple of vodka and tonics to get you on your feet again. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Oh, it's all going to be done. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't got, I think we should call it a day. That went really wrong. Anyway, that was eventually going to be my interpretation of Yellow Brick Road.
Oh, well, Donna, you didn't pick the easiest of songs there, did you?
It was either going to go really well,
That's a massive
really badly.
vocal range, that song, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Anyway.
Well, what you did do of it, I thought was absolutely brilliant. Your voice really suited it.
Yes.
So do it again another week.
We will.
Yeah, if you want to see that again.
This is what happens when you don't practice for 3 months.
We're all like that though. I'm just thinking today, now my voice is starting to. It was starting to be better for the break, bit being clearer for not singing so much. But now it's starting to suffer, I think, from not having the strength, and I'm just starting to feel like it's a little bit weaker.
I know some we just did. I was croaking all the way through and getting really frustrated with it.
It's funny old.
No, it's like it's an exercise, isn't it? It's got to be gig ready, and I always feel that if like with anything that you do, if you're not practicing and you're not sort of using the muscles, you know, you can come back to doing like a gig for an hour, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, definitely.
I find there's like a whole queue of things that affect your voice. And definitely how much you've been singing. You know, if you've been singing too much, that's a bad thing. If you haven't been singing enough, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Pollen for me is really difficult.
It's really high today.
It's very high today.
Yeah.
So that definitely, you know, affects things. And you know, if you had a heavy night, obviously, then that's, you know.
There's so many things though, aren't there? So many no-nos. It's like, you know, we've got to watch so much what you're eating and drinking. It's just, but it's all part of the job. It's been quite nice.
Are we actually doing that in lockdown though?
No, exactly. So that's
We all watch the amount of eating and drinking.
I'd say our alcohol and cheese consumption is.
That's probably the worst two things. Cheese.
I know. Oh, so Sarah,
I've got a hero song.
Oh.
Well, it's not really. You wouldn't think of it as a hero song right away, but it's actually a request from my mum. Like Donna, my mum is my gig buddy too, and she loves me singing this one. And she's got a big birthday this weekend, so this is for you, Mum. She's been a massive hero over the years, and she's had a lot of things to sort of come up against, and she's dealt with them just so brilliantly. And so this is a kind of song for her, but it's also encompasses, because sometimes friends can be a real hero just by little things they do. Song by Carole King.
Cool.
If you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten even the darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, yeah, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. If the sky above you should look dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon I will be knocking at your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, yeah, yeah, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Got a friend. You got a friend, ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know that you got a friend?
Wow.
That's very chordy as well, isn't it? I was a bit I stuck to a simple version of that. I didn't put all the strange chords in.
Was that originally
Whatever they are.
James Taylor, that one originally?
Yeah, well, I get confused who wrote that one, Carole King or James Taylor. I got
I don't know myself.
I think it was Carole King.
They wrote it
If
together.
it was a co-write, but I could be completely wrong. It might
Yeah.
be her.
Yeah,
I think backing vocals on it, doesn't he? For her.
yeah, and then he did his own version, didn't he?
Yeah.
But and I also missed out on the little middle eight there. It's sort of, it feels like a very long song, so just the shortened version.
So here's a question: do you ever get to the point where you write a song and then you look back and you know, if you've recorded like a scratch version down on your phone or whatever, you look at it and you go, "Oh, that's too short," or "That's too long"?
All the time.
Yeah.
I get quite conscious about it as I'm writing it. I think I just sort of think, oh, this is feeling too long as I'm writing it.
I think
You know.
the thing is, it depends on what you're writing it for. If you're looking to do it as a radio edit or something along those lines, then it's like definite rules, isn't there? But
Absolutely. I mean, say the competition we had to do had to be under 3 minutes. Eurovision has to be under 3 minutes. You know, lots of those going. I'm looking at you, by the way.
Why is Victoria not a fan of the 3 minute?
Oh,
She's
no,
a
I'm
huge
a fan of
Eurovision song.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon? I did try and enter. Yes, that's how Geoff and I met.
Yeah.
Oh, was it now?
Yeah,
That's
long time ago.
embarrassing, isn't it?
Lost out to Boom Dang-a-Lang or whatever it was. Oh dear. Well, I think it's time we bring our guest in.
Yay.
Or guests.
Yes.
Yeah. So welcome to The Rising. Hi.
Hello, how's things?
Sounding good, guys. Sounding really good.
Oh, thank you.
Very much.
especially my edited version.
We all did edited versions. Why did you?
Yeah, but mine was monumental.
We ought to find out where geographically we are. So Sarah's down in Exeter and we're in Cambridge. Donna's up in Warrington. Sorry, I get the two muddled up. I do apologise. Whereabouts are you guys?
We are in Leamington Spa.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, very nice too.
Yeah.
Very nice too. But I've got this funny feeling that's not where you're really from.
No, what gives it away? No, we're originally from Northern Ireland, Belfast most specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you sort of meet there and come to England together, or did you meet here, or?
No, we are from Belfast, Lisburn direction, and Northern Ireland in general, and yeah, we met here and we actually performed here for ages, but we kept going back and forth to England, so we thought may as well just live over there because we're spending too much money going back and forth. So basically, my aunt has a house over there, so we're staying with her basically.
Oh, lovely. Oh, very nice too. So so that's where you are for lockdown, I guess. And I can see you've got a really tasty looking studio behind you. So you're obviously really well set up over there to be writing and recording, I guess.
Yeah, Chris can't go anywhere without a computer or a mixing desk. So
man up my own heart.
Too much money spent.
This conversation could end up being very, very technical now. So the viewers
be
between us.
A whole nother episode. Guitars down. Let's talk studios.
Oh dear. You have to.
I think, yeah. I mean, it's. I don't know what you think, Chris, but certainly, when I trained as an engineer, it was still on tape, and the thought of having your own studio, yeah, you could do some little things, but you couldn't do anything serious, really. It was just way too expensive. But now, most of us can do something pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I studied sound engineering and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We actually learnt on tape.
Yep.
The theory was you learn on tape, you can do it on a computer. So, that was the theory. But yeah, so it just from degree level, it sort of followed through. But it's amazing what you can do with technology today. Things that were impossible even 10 years ago.
And now a bedroom album can win Grammys. It's happened multiple times. And there's nothing to stop you now. I think the difficulty for a lot of people is the learning curve, and you have to kind of make a decision to kind of make that part of your journey, or no, I'm going to leave that to somebody else, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But it's made the barrier of entry a lot lower. Everyone can kind of record their own music and do their own thing, and it's great for artists.
So how much of your music do you find yourself writing? Recording yourself? Do you go elsewhere if you've got to record drums or whatever, or do you have the facilities to do that too?
Most of the stuff we record here by ourselves. We have a session player over in Nashville who does all the drums on every single one of our songs.
Right.
And he's amazing. Chris Brush, he's just a legend. But most of the time, I'll do my vocals here. Chris will do all the guitars and everything. We'll send it over to Brush to do drums, and Chris will mix it, and we send it to someone to master it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty independent.
Yeah. Having the mastering thing is quite interesting, because I think until you get into engineering, the recording, mixing, and mastering processes don't really make much sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think, I don't know about you, Chris, but certainly for me, having an extra pair of ears on things sometimes is.
That's exactly why we get someone else to master it. That's my main business. I run a commercial studio and mastering sort of place, so I have no problem mastering and mixing other people's stuff. But when it comes to your own, it's
shameless plug.
Something has to give somewhere,
We ought to have a rolling www.chrissmasteringstudio.com.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why not?
Constantly. You should charge revenue for advertising,
I'm going to shut up now and let Sarah and Donna say something. Otherwise, me and Chris could just go off on one, I think.
No, I was quite enjoying the conversation. I didn't want to. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to pretend to know. I've just started. Embarked on the old trying to record myself thing, and it's going to be a long road. That's all I can say.
Just keep learning. Just keep doing it.
You never stop learning. It's always a constant process of learning all the time, and I think that's what's exciting about it. That I think when you get bored of it, I think it's time to give it a bit of a break.
Yeah,
that's what usually happens, though. You start to write something, and then you're like, no, I'm just bored already.
Yeah.
And
if you're boring
bored,
yourself, that's a good how about you, Chantal? How did you get into it? Have you always sung?
I have a fun story that my mum said to me when I was younger. She was like, when you were in nursery school, your teachers were always complaining, and I was like, why? And they were like, well, you sang Country Roads from start to finish, from the minute you walked in to the minute you left. And I was like, Yeah, that's me. And I guess I started writing at about like 8 because I was really badly bullied. But at 8, my only way of getting around it was to write songs, and I was a quite musical theatre kid, so I was all like really emotive, and I was like, well, this is the only way to get it out. And then I was at a singer-songwriter night, and I can't play guitar for. Well, I can play 4 chords. Well, that's okay.
It's one more than you need.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And he found my songs I'd like to listen to or something, and came up to me and was like, "Let's write." And then that's the end of that.
Wow.
And I've been writing
When you
ever
know,
since.
you know.
Yep.
That's the thing.
It was all downhill from there, you know.
I'm sure that's not true.
A quick question from Linda, quickly, without being rude. She doesn't want to ask you, but are you together musically, or together, or?
Well, that's up to the listeners to
Yeah,
decide.
that's
Oh,
whatever you
right,
want.
okay.
We enjoy
That wasn't
having
me
fun with
asking. That was
side.
Linda.
We enjoy having fun with that side, you know.
It's fun to see what people comment.
You have to make up your own minds.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more interesting. Leave something to the imagination, you know.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Harry was just saying, "Oh, my weekly geek alert." Yeah, sorry about that,
Yep,
Harry.
that's right.
I'll try and be better next week.
Hi,
I promise.
Karen.
Oh, hi, Karen.
And Doddy. Hi.
Right, so what are you guys going to play for us?
Yeah, so we liked your theme of heroes and villains.
Oh,
And
good.
so we've jumped on that bandwagon. That's going to be fun. Yeah, this song we released last month,
Yes.
wasn't it? Yeah, and it's a story that you can face your demons, and even though they may be all around, but you can still face them. It's a family story of yours.
Yeah, it's a true story that you know, sort of happened to my parents, and you know, it was sort of passed down and hidden within the family. So, you know, it did happen, but a lot of people refused to talk about it. So, you know, I got the permission and wrote a song about it, because they were talking about it at a family party, and someone happened to say the key line. You know, they said, "All they remember seeing is shadows on the wall." So I thought that was a very strong visual. So
Yeah.
then the song started.
Yeah, and we came up with a few different elaborations on basically what the story meant to both of us, and put it all together. And you are a hero fighting a villain, so to speak.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone has to face their demons, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Good
that's
one.
what this is. Shadows on the Wall, and we hope you enjoy it. This is just a memory that brings me true tonight. A story of family secrets that are lost inside my mind. I know they don't believe me, but I'm sure that soon they'll see that the truth is theirs to find. Shadows on the wall, they visit me just as the darkness falls. I left that town so long ago, can't look back, guess I'll never know. It's written in this diary, and it's written in my heart. I swore I'd never go back again, but time goes by, it's the same old pain. Found a box of faded pictures scattered on the floor, and as memories come flooding into me, they bring stories of the past that litter up my dreams of home. And I threw the pictures on the floor, so watch them burn. I close the door, I won't see them anymore. They'll visit me just as the darkness falls. I left that town so long ago, I can't look back, guess I'll never know. It's written in this diary, and it's written in my heart. Shadows on the wall, they visit me just as the darkness falls. I left that town so long ago, can't look back, guess I'll never know. 'Cause it's written in this diary, and it's written in my heart. I said it's written in this diary, and it's written in my heart. Ooh.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Okay.
Absolutely wonderful. Lovely sounding guitar there too, Chris.
Yeah.
This is going to have to be a whole other episode.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. A geek out episode.
It is. Well, I've just spotted your space echo in the background as well, and that's a whole.
Yeah. That can be a whole other episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually my dad originally owned that, so he sort of passed it down. So.
I was going to say they are frightening to get hold of nowadays.
Yeah,
but
that's-
get one in
yeah.
good order. You know.
It's really hard to get tapes for them as well.
So I understand, and allegedly, no two sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a unique sound. It's great on vocals.
Oh, I hadn't
Have you
thought.
used it on mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
learn something new every day.
I love the fact you didn't know that.
Secrets of the mix, you know.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thanks
Yeah,
ever so much for joining us. It's really lovely to have you. And, you know, it's. I think we first met each other, about actually right at the beginning of lockdown, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally.
Around?
yeah.
Yeah, it's on one of Danny's rounds, I think.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely more of these things.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you for joining us. I hope you did.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All righty. So I guess
All
it's yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I better
Oh,
take you.
everyone was loving them as well. All our regs were loving what they were doing. So that's
That's
fantastic.
Comments.
I have to have them back sometime.
Yeah. Really
Do
nice.
something else.
Definitely.
Yeah. So this is a song that we started writing about a year or 18 months ago, and finished yesterday. And finished mainly because we it was kind of a bit of a different song for us. You know how they say, you know, everybody's got like a drinking song, and everybody's got a list song, and everybody's got kind of a sing-along song. We tried to sort of nail it in all those three in one go.
It started off as a proper drinking song and decided it sounded a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Like we were actually down the pub.
We decided we liked it, but we couldn't play it anywhere, so we sort of ditched
No.
that idea.
So this is our, because we did the hero song earlier, this is our villain song. And well, the villain is the title of the song, really, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So the first time we ever went to Nashville was for CMA Fest, and you know, we had all these visions of, you know, whiskey drinking and you know, something quite raucous and
So that's just us.
yeah, that was just us, as it turns out. So it was really the whole of the town was full of party people drinking light beer, and
You moaned about every day.
yeah, it just didn't like me. It was like going out for a night on the lads and everybody having Diet Coke, wasn't it? So it just didn't seem right. And I thought, I must write something about that. And this sort of came out. So it's a drinking. So it's about sort of the hero and villain that alcohol can be, but mostly about the villain the light beer is.
France, they like the Chardonnay. In Sydney, it's red wine. In the southern bars, if you want to see stars, a Jack will do just fine.
If you like that little extra buzz to make your Friday night, you gotta be sure what you pour is gonna taste just right. Pour me a drink, lend me an ear. Let's make those troubles disappear. A whiskey with a little ice, or a fireball is nice. When you order, let me be real clear. Whatever you do, there's no excuse for light beer. Holland is the home of Heineken, Belgium Stella Artois. In the country pubs of England, there's a pint stood on the bar.
Tokyo, enjoy a sake or an ouzo in the bars of Greece. Deep in the heart of Mexico, tequila comes short and deep.
Pour me a drink, let me an ear. Let's make those troubles disappear.
A whiskey with a little ice,
Or a fireball is nice. But when you order, let me be real clear. Whatever you do, there's no excuse for light beer.
in Spain they sip a sangria when the weather's nice and hot. In the underground bars of Moscow they're drinking vodka 'cause it's not.
If you're driving, don't be stupid. A Diet Coke will see you right. Whatever you drink, whatever you think, light beer ain't gonna make your night. So, pour me a drink, let me an ear. Let's make those troubles disappear.
A whiskey with a little ice,
And the fireball's always nice. When you order, let me be real clear. Whatever you do, there's no excuse for light beer. Whatever you do, there's no excuse for light beer.
Woo!
I can see all these things coming up on this. Like Harry's put a picture of all the drinks for
Hey!
making me laugh.
Oh, dear,
I love the little conversations that happen on the side between our audience.
Oh, dear, oh,
Oh,
dear.
that was a fantastic song. We know when we finally do get out on the town as a bunch, we'll know not to get you light beer, Geoff, in a million years.
No, that would unfriend really
It makes
quickly.
me go, "Ugh."
It does. It makes me go, you know. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Would you even have it if you were driving, just as like something to drink, or
No,
would you just drink Coke? Anyway?
Yeah, I'll just have some blackcurrant squash or something. It's yeah. I think it's a bit like, I don't know. It's a bit like one of those things. It's no point. It's a bit like going to see like a car museum. I love classic cars, but not being able to get into them and drive them, but just look at them. It's annoying.
I say that about going to Buckingham Palace,
Yeah.
didn't you? They're not going to let you move in.
No,
It's nice to look at.
it's a bit like that. It's why I don't often go to guitar shops, because I just, if I see something nice, I just want to buy it, and
Yeah.
that's not,
Yeah, the trouble, isn't it?
especially with a nice guitar. Oh dear.
I'm guessing a shandy's out as well then.
Yes.
Quite nice.
Shanty bass. That was like
Oh, it must be
everybody's
yeah.
first taste of alcohol back
Yeah.
in the days when we were
Yeah.
some
Oh, it was
age.
White Lightning.
Oh no.
Mad Dog
2020.
There's a whole round of drinks that have vanished out
Diamond
of
White,
Diamond
let's
White
drink
was the
that,
other one I was
yeah.
thinking of, yeah. And Snake Bite. Remember
Oh,
Snake Bite?
Oh,
Never
yeah.
had it, but yeah.
Don't do that.
No, I wouldn't.
No. Snake Bite and Black. That was nothing. If you were like,
Oh,
Port and Black. is
Port
good.
and Black. That's nice. Yeah.
Black Russians.
Oh.
I'm going back to my. Sorry.
Moving swiftly on. Hi, Donna.
Hi. please.
So we're going to do kind of the hero song now. I wrote this, I think it was probably around 2014, 2015. And Rachel Platten's Fight Song had just been out. So it was kind of my answer to that, really, about in a situation that you're trying to get yourself out of. Anyway, this is called Chains. I got caught up in all your games, too many promises, broken again, need the reverb. Try to please you, be what you need. How did I lose myself so easily? Why did I lose myself so easily? Take these chains from around me, these shackles about me, and just let me be. I have given you so much, but I'm growing stronger. I wanna be free. And I don't mean to let you down. We tried it your way, and I'm losing ground. Tell me one thing, then you change your mind, and it keeps breaking this heart of mine. And you keep breaking this heart of mine. Take these chains from around me, these shackles about me, and just let me be. I have given you so much, but I'm growing stronger. I wanna be free. Take these chains from around me, these shackles about me, just let me be. I have given you so much, but I'm growing stronger. I wanna be free. Take these chains from around me, these shackles about me, just let me be. I have given you so much, but I'm growing stronger. I wanna be free.
Woo-hoo.
That's
That's a great song.
Chains from my Broken Love EP.
That's like a hit. That is.
Yeah,
It's lovely, isn't
It
it?
wasn't one.
You're not.
Piano. I wish I knew somebody could teach me.
oh,
Oh, if only.
it'd be as good as when you tried to teach me guitar, then maybe not.
I love that riff in the chorus. It just
I'm gonna be humming that.
there's just something the piano does that guitars can't do. I know it's the other way around as well, but yeah, there's just something that
I
piano
tend to write very differently when I'm writing at the piano. I think just your brain's in a different position. I started off on piano as a kid, well, keyboard, and then when I remember learning the basics of guitar and thinking this doesn't make sense. Everything was upside down, and but at least with the keyboard, it's sort of in front of you, isn't it? You know, you can kind of see what you're doing. With the guitar, you're just sort of feeling around and hoping.
Yeah.
You do. You have to. I mean, for the most part, especially if you sing, you basically have to play blind on guitar, don't you? I mean, that's for the most part.
Yeah.
That's it's a bit strange that way. But I remember talking about what you write on. That's quite an interesting thing. I mean, obviously, there's a temptation to write on the instrument you feel most comfortable on because it gives you the most freedom, maybe. But I saw an interview with Sheryl Crow quite a few years ago now. She apparently, I don't know if it's still true, but at the time she was only writing songs on bass.
Really?
Yeah, so she just got the fundamental of the chord, and it allowed her to concentrate on, you know, the melody and the lyric.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'm not good enough bass player for
that
that.
idea.
No, we don't play bass, baby.
But
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So Sarah, it's all over to you for headlining.
Just sort of headlining. Steve just said when this is all over, we need to take it out on the road nationwide. This Songwriters Collective.
we would definitely do that.
So we'd love to, wouldn't we? Just it would
yeah.
just be logistics and all that kind of thing, but I'm sure we will.
Any venue ideas you guys know out there you want to recommend to us, we can make
definitely. Yeah.
Love to do that. Absolutely love to.
Yep, we'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
No light beers are going to be involved.
Take them off the bar menu. We don't want them.
Every venue ahead of time.
Only whiskey on the rider.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, thank you. Nice G&T I'll have, or a Prosecco.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go folky. I sort of see myself as in between country and folk. Sort of some of the subject matter that I write is more in a folky vein, and this one is one of those. It's not one of my singy songs, and the other choice I had was one of my sort of more belters. But I'm going to do this one, I think, because it's slightly different to what I've done before. And the villain in this is everybody. It's society. It's us. It's everyone that's kind of contributing to the way the world's going, I suppose. But it's a very personal song as well. So this is called "It's All Gone Now." I walk through these fields and lanes. Generations before all did the same. I've seen 1,000 pretty scenes, all the autumn trees and the bluebell spring. My Nan, she used to say, she spent summers making daisy chains. She used to teach us all the names of the flowers growing in the fields and lanes. But it's all gone now. Now it's diggers and dirt. It's all gone now. Too late to reverse. It's all gone now. That was where I broke my arm. I was roller skating past Monkerton Farm. We had the freedom of the wind to roam these fields and lanes when we were kids. But it's all gone now. They're tarmacking roads. It's all gone now. 100 more homes. It's all gone now. There's no one left to show them where. Retrace the steps and breathe the air of the people gone before. This is the future, so they say. We can protest, but it won't change. It won't change. But it's all gone now. Just brick upon brick. It's all gone now. Families up in sticks. It's all gone now. People in their droves. It's all gone now. Carts are ramming roads. It's all gone now. Now it's diggers and dirt. It's all gone now.
suffocating the earth. It's all gone now. It's all gone now. It's all gone now. It's all gone now.
Wow.
Beautiful.
What?
Gone away thinking, yeah, quite rich.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
that's blown me away.
Thank you very much.
I just there's the village I grew up in was about 3,000 people, and that is about to become about 25,000 people.
Oh my, that's pretty much, yeah, that's very very similar to our village.
Yeah, it's just everything is changing beyond recognition, and let's hope enough of it is retained to for our kids and our grandkids and all of those guys to to actually have an understanding of what things were like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it just struck me that I was walking, where I used to go when I was little, and just everything. I just didn't recognize anything. It was I couldn't picture where things were, and it was like, oh my God, what is going on? Just like, but yeah. So as I say, it's a folky one, but that will be. I'm going down a folky route for my next project.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's a bit scary because I've kind of, when you kind of change course a little bit, it's a bit, you're not quite sure how people are going to take it, are you? But I think you just have to be true to yourself, and just whatever songs you write, you have to,
so much crossover though. I mean, in terms of lyrically storytelling and things like that. I think that there's lots of people talking about what is country music and the lines being blurred and it's a broad church and all those kind of comments, all of which are largely true, I think. And
the country music should be the truth, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
The basis of it.
For me, it's always been, it's the truth, it's great stories, and it's about real people. And I think that fits right in there for me.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly the same as folk, though. It's it's about people, it's about everyday things and legends and everything else. And I think there is a big kind of genre, as long as it is the truth. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3 chords in the truth. And I think there's various ways of formatting each song, but inevitably it's all about truth and not pale bears.
Yeah. Oh, see, I love you more and more each week, Donna.
I have to say I'm with you on that one.
We're singing about fear.
Well, it's unusually light for us. That's
very strange. We'll have to come back with something different.
Yeah, something with a bit more go to it. Anyway, thank you ever so much, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you. Today. Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful, and huge thanks to Chris and Chantel from The Rising for joining us.
Definitely.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. And of course, massive to Danny Brown, to DC Brown for doing for us. All right. And meanwhile, we will look forward to seeing you all same place, same time next week.
Hopefully with another guest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's it going to be?
Who will it be? All righty. See you soon, everybody.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. Still here.
She had to do. Come and sing with me about the heart that I wear on my sleeve. To break a habit that's hard to beat. Whoa, she learned it all the hard way. Yeah, she never